Hello, my name is Rob, and today I'd like to talk about this. This is herbe de Provence. It is a mixture of different dried herbs, and it's very popular in classic French dishes. But why is it a thing? What is its history, and why aren't there other location-based seasoning mixes? Origins. Herbe de Provence is a mixture of different herbs which are grown in the Provence region in the south of France. This mixture can often include rosemary, thyme, oregano, things like that. I say can include because there isn't actually a set definition or recipe for what makes herbe de Provence. I've seen recipes online for herbe de Provence which include different herbs like marjoram, bay, savoury even. The reason there is no definitive recipe for herbe de Provence is because it's not a protected food. It doesn't have a protected geographical location, and that means that anybody could make herbe de Provence anywhere in the world and sell it. And lots of companies do. Apparently only 5% of herbe de Provence that is sold in France is actually made in France. The other 95% of herbe de Provence is made in Central and Eastern Europe and even China. So let's go back a bit. How exactly did herbe de Provence get started, and why is it so popular today? The herbs within herbe de Provence have been very popular for a very long time, and the people in Provence have been cooking with them since time immemorial. However, the breakout success of herbe de Provence didn't happen until the 20th century, and is entirely down to one of the most famous and influential chefs of all time, Julia Child. It's thought that the springboard for herbe de Provence came from Julia Child when she included a recipe for poulet sauté au herbe de Provence in her book Mastering the Art of French Cooking from 1961. This is considered one of the best cookbooks ever made. There was even a reprint of the book in 2009, and that became a bestseller as well, 48 years after the original book came out. So that book came out, that recipe was a big hit, and people wanted to use herbe de Provence more, but there was no one company selling it in bulk. That is, until a company called Ducros stepped up and started mass-producing herbe de Provence in the 1970s. It was an instant hit, a massive success for the company, and now herbe de Provence is known worldwide. So now the next question, why aren't there other seasonings named after locations? There's plenty of other seasoning mixes out there like harissa paste and garam masala, and they both do come from a vague region, but it's nowhere near as small as herbe de Provence. Garam masala, for example, is a very popular spice mix, but it's made of spices that come from the Indian subcontinent, which is a little bit bigger than Provence. So basically, there are just no other seasoning mixes that are so closely tied to a very small area like Provence. Maybe it's just because there is no other one specific area out there that produces so many different herbs and spices like in herbe de Provence. Maybe just no company wants to try and market a new product that is so specifically tied to one location. Or maybe it's just that herbe de Provence got there first and anybody else would then look like a rip-off. So that's the story of herbe de Provence, one of the best-selling seasoning mixes in the world. What's your favourite recipe to make with herbe de Provence? Let me know in the comments. I would vote for a bolognese myself. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please do click like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching. My name is Rob, and I will see you in another random video next week.